Welcome to the Architects of Change, the official podcast of the National Dental Association. This is where legacy informs leadership, purpose drives progress, and power is used to build systems that encourage. In today's episode, we join the co-chairs of the Women's Health Symposium, Dr. Brandy R. Hare and Dr. Letitia Collins, as they discuss the themes, surprises, and the best way to build blueprints for stronger health outcomes at this year's Health Symposium. Now here's your host, Carla Dozier, Communications Manager of the National Dental Association.
Welcome back to the convention series of the Architects of Change podcast. Today, I'm excited to have a committee that I get to work closely with really all year around, the Women's Health Symposium. I have both our chair and our co-chair. Dr. Brandy Hare is our chair and Dr. Letitia Collins is our co-chair. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
Perfect. And tell me, what really made you want to go into leadership in the NDA, and what are you excited about for this year's convention?
Okay, so again, thank you for having us. The main thing that got me interested in leadership with the NDA was actually my journey with the SNDA, Student National Dental Association. I really enjoyed my experience there, and I always wondered, man, how could I do this once I'm a full-blown dentist? And thank goodness that opportunity came across my path. In 2024, I was awarded the 40 Under 40 award, and while I was at that convention, I connected with a lot of leaders, and I was presented the opportunity to be a co-chair for the Women's Health Symposium. Women's health has always been a passion of mine, so I was really gung-ho to get connected, and I'm happy to be here as a chair this year.
Dr. Collins?
Well, my leadership skills with the National Dental Association, they do run deep. I met Dr. Hazel Harper actually at a mobile health association convention here in Louisiana, down in New Orleans. She was the keynote speaker. And I posed a question to her at the time I was living in Kansas City, Missouri. And I said, hey, how come the minority dentists in Kansas City don't get together? So she informed me that when you see change, you need to be that change agent. And so thus I reactivated the Heart of America Dental Society in Kansas City. And from there, of course, they voted me as president. I became a delegate, and my leadership skills have been nonstop. I've served the NDA as assistant secretary, most recently vice president last year, and I'm happy to serve on the board this year. So, and now co-chairing my first committee with Dr. Hare, and I love it.
Oh, it's exciting. Yeah, both of y'all are great leaders, and I really appreciate all the leadership y'all put into the NDA. But with that being said, I know we're specifically here for Women's Health Symposium. So I know, Dr. Hare, you touched on being very, thinking women's health is very important, and that being one of the things that drives you. So why is working with the Women's Health Symposium so meaningful? Really not just for you, but it should be meaningful for dentists in general, not just women dentists, but dentists in general, working with the Women's Health Symposium.
Yeah, so working with the Women's Health Symposium is definitely truly impactful. The work that we're doing, not only within the women dentist community, but like you said, dentists as a whole. Over the course of these years, we've been seeing with research that women's health has been given a greater priority, greater funding has been going into it, greater research. And I'm so glad to see that. And I'm also glad that we have a platform here within the NDA to prioritize women's health. So it's been an incredible experience being able to work with fellow leaders within the NDA as we prioritize women's health and not only get our communities healthy, but also our dentists healthy, because, hey, we can't help anybody else if we don't help ourselves first.
Right. That's so true. And Dr. Collins, with this being your first year being a co-chair on any committee, actually, is based on what you were saying,
Yes.
What really inspired you to get active with the Women's Health Symposium specifically?
So I served on the committee last year when we were in Kansas City, and I loved the work that we were doing. It is a labor of love. People don't realize that we are working year round. And so I was honored when board chairman asked if I would co-chair looking at my leadership resume, knowing that, hey, this is a box that I haven't checked yet. So, yes.
Perfect. And Dr. Hare, I know the overall theme for the convention is Architects of Change, and Dr. Bellamy was very specific about telling us the sub theme, never shaken, never stirred. However, I know the Women's Health Symposium brings their own theme. So, can you tell me what that theme is, what it means to you, and also how it fits into the overall theme?
Yes. So the theme for the Women's Health Symposium luncheon this year, it is designing health equity, building the blueprint for stronger outcomes. And I'm happy that we arose at this theme because it aligns with Dr. Bellamy's in saying that we have to be very intentional about the work that we want to do in the community and also be incredibly intentional about every single line item of that work that we are doing within the community. So, designing health equity for that theme, it took us a while to arrive to it, but I'm so glad that we did. And we also were able to secure a dynamic speaker who is an expert within the health equity field, Dr. Uche Blackstock. We are so fortunate to have her as our speaker this year for our Allison P. Riddle Fletcher Awards luncheon. So I'm excited about this theme, and I can't wait to see where she takes us with the keynote speech that she's going to give us.
Yes. And with such a great speaker like Dr. Blackstock, what do you hope that attendees leave the event? Like, what impact do you want the event to have on them? What do you want them to walk away learning or just gaining from Women's Health Symposium? And really, I'm posing this question to both of you.
I hope they walk away saying, I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad I attended. A lot of times we attend events, luncheons, and it's just another luncheon, it's just another speaker. But I hope each attendee walks away with a nugget, with something that they can go back and do, a change that they can go back in their communities and make. And I was so happy to see the news clip about Dr. Blackstock, how her and her mother were the first African American graduates of Harvard Medical School. And unfortunately, she lost her mom to health equity. So I think that's going to resonate with our audience, our attendees. I'm happy to read her book. I haven't read it yet, so I'm happy that she's written about a book about this.
Mhm. Yes, and definitely I agree with Dr. Collins. I am certainly looking forward to hearing Dr. Uche's story, even more about her story. Now, for the attendees, I would certainly love for them to leave feeling empowered and knowing that they can use this information to do something once they get back home or do something to make change within their own lives to make themselves healthier.
I know we got to talk about the amazing keynote speaker coming, but are there any other parts of the Women's Health Symposium you're specifically looking forward to? Also posed to both of you.
Oh, yes. So we have a great lineup for this year. For the folks who are ready to get nice and active in the morning, the same day of our Women's Health Symposium luncheon, we do have a fitness course that I'm sure Dr. Collins can't wait to participate in. So the same thing for Ms. Carla Dozier here. So at 6 o'clock on that Saturday morning, that is July the 18th, we'll be hosting a fitness course, and you definitely don't want to miss it. You'll have time to get freshened up and continue the rest of your day with the NDA, and then come hang out with us again at the Women's Health Symposium luncheon. So I really hope to see everyone there as we get active and maybe get some dance moves in here and there.
Perfect. Dr. Collins, anything else within the Women's Health Symposium you looking forward to?
Hey, I was one of the people working out last year, so I am looking forward to the to work out, and just also to making this symposium something that we're able to participate in year round and not just doing the convention. I think we're attracting more and more women to leadership in the NDA and just focusing on women's health.
Yes, and within my talks about leadership, within our other podcasts, we've touched on a lot of subjects in there. But one thing that's kind of been helpful was hearing what all that background work is to get these events going. And, that helps people hear where they can fall into any committee or, within an event to help bring that to life. So, what has that preparation looked like for the Women's Health Symposium?
So Dr. Collins already encapsulated our work as a labor of love, and I will definitely say it certainly is. It requires some sacrifice for sure. Typically, I would tell folks that working with the Women's Health Symposium is somewhat my part-time job at the moment. Sending emails, making sure we respond to emails in good time, making sure that we're fulfilling the needs of our sponsors, what our NDA staff needs, what our speaker needs, what our honorees, what we have to connect with them as well. So whenever you're working with the Women's Health Symposium, there are various aspects that we want to make sure we're touching base with, but we also, as a committee, want to make sure that we are strong, we have great communication amongst each other, and we really are a family amongst ourselves. So I'm really grateful to be working with my Women's Health Symposium committee. I really couldn't ask for any greater committee to have for this year. Of course, each year we're going to keep on growing and get stronger and stronger, but I'm so grateful for the women in dentistry that I'm working with this year because I couldn't do it without them, especially as a new leader myself.
Yes, and Dr. Collins.
Yes, we are a committee. I'm glad you used the word family because we are a small committee. We're looking forward to recruiting new members to our committee. We've been meeting weekly since January of this year. And now that we're getting closer to convention, we're actually starting to contact each other on the weekend. It's no longer, I hope you read this email. It's like, I need you to respond now. So we were sending texts over the weekend. And so it's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Today we're literally just communicating on the minutes, just making sure that, hey, we have all of our documentation in place so that we are doing our job in excellence.
Yes, perfect. And within that same thought of family, a word that's come up several times within my talks about the convention is a homecoming. Now, I don't know how many HBCU grads are in NDA, but it seems like everybody, because everybody's been talking about it being a homecoming, it being a family reunion, all that. So, part of that thought of a homecoming is there are still going to be those freshmen, those newer people, and you want them to start being able to connect. So, what does the Women's Health Symposium events do specifically to help bring that connection with the younger audience and the older audience and make it a space for mentorship and making a space for networking, and really within that same regard to also help these people become leaders in NDA like you both?
Dr. Collins, would you like to speak on your experience from last year?
Hey, I love the fact that when like you mentioned, I'm going to piggyback off the 40 under 40. So something I love is that the older dentists are now starting to attend events like that. And so where that network and connecting is happening. Your example, that was just great in how everyone is coming together. And I'm gonna go back to something I mentioned. I live in Louisiana now, but my leadership started in Kansas City. So I look forward to seeing dentists that I serve within the state of Missouri, not just in Kansas City, but St. Louis as well. And then the convention was there last year. So I look forward to connecting with all of those dentists. So yes, it's truly a homecoming on a whole different basis. And then a lot of us have attended the same dental school or undergrad. So we connect on that level as well. And we bring our families to the convention. So a lot of people's spouses and children haven't seen each other in a while. And so we get to watch them grow up as well.
Hmm. Yeah, and from my perspective, for dental school, I went to a school where there were three African American students in my class of 75.
Wow.
And that was considered a lot of
Mm.
African American students at the time for my dental school. So every time I am at the NDA convention, a lot of times I'm just looking around like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. I am in a room full of inspiration, essentially. I've I'm the first dentist in my family. I am first generation student when it comes to college,
Wow.
to tell the
Wow.
truth. So just being in a room filled with dentists that not only may look like me, but with the overall broader scale have the same priorities as me when it comes to taking care of the communities, no matter what you look like or no matter what you may have financially or what have you. It's just incredible being able to be in that room and glean information from folks who are experienced, really mentor and just be a shining light to folks who are just now coming into the fold. So I've really enjoyed the NDA convention, and there's certainly nothing like it.
I get that sense that everybody's in these podcasts have really had their time with either planning or being at the conventions and building that community. And it's just been very inspirational to hear you all's experiences. And really, I hope for the audience, it makes them want to come. It makes them want to invite their friends and colleagues and family for ANDA. So I really do hope it has that effect. Is there anything else about the Women's Health Symposium you all want to share with us?
If you haven't purchased your ticket by now, go online to ndaonline.org. We actually have a special, I don't know the technical term. I consider myself middle-aged now, but sub-site where you can go on and get more information and purchase your ticket. So we're probably going to sell out real soon.
And one other thing that I do want to highlight is that we will be celebrating 6 incredible professionals, both within the dental field and outside of the dental field, during our Women's Health Symposium luncheon. So please come and help us celebrate them. They are doing incredible things within the community. So I'm sure you'll see the different posts on social media. Our team does a great job of advertising and showing things there, so you get a sneak peek, but there will be nothing like being in the room. So make sure you're there.
Perfect. If I can just have y'all give me one sentence just to encourage people in general to either come to convention, join a committee, join the NDA, or come to the Women's Health Symposium events in general. It can be whatever area you want to say. What is your one encouraging sentence?
My one encouraging sentence is, if you are ready to be inspired, be in the room. Be at the NDA convention. And that's it. That's all.
Good one.
Are you looking for something fresh, new, and different? Come join this group of Black excellence.
You know what? Okay. Clap to both of those. I'm like, both of those are great. I enjoyed those. Okay, perfect. Well, Dr. Hare, Dr. Collins, thank you all so much for being here today. I will personally be in the room. I'll be working, but I'll be in the room for the Women's Health Symposium. And I can say I was in the room last year. It's a great event. So definitely come out for the Women's Health Symposium and join us in Richmond this year, July 16th through 19th, for the 113th convention. Thank you all for listening, and I look forward to the next episode.